Hey everybody, before we start the stream, make sure that you are following me so that you can get more of my awesome content and join the Discord to voice chat with me. But don't worry, you won't be recorded. And make sure to go check out my reviews over on YouTube. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you are one of those rare people that like to read, you can find my after action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some of my merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in my About section down below. Hello everyone and welcome, I am Mike and this is Mike's After Action Reviews, and I know that now actually it's been a little while since last time that you guys saw me. What has it been? Last time I was August 16th, so it's been just over a week. Yep. We are finally back into our house, and that's actually the whole story. Other than that, we're just going to be hopping back in here playing some Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. So let's just hop right in. Alright, so I've been playing Rogue Trader. I don't know, I've been kind of thinking about the way I've been building my character. There's a couple of things that I've done with my character that aren't exactly perfect. So, we're gonna see. I'm trying to fix, one second. Right now we are going to we're doing the DLC content. We have that sword lady, the spinner lady, and we're going to be going into the belly of the ship. Kind of see. Let me see. And I have a psychic, I'm working on it anyway right now. I'm going to have a psychic, what is this? The target suffers. Okay, so, wait, what is this? Fatigued? Ah. Most likely another trophy you've claimed from unpleasant place. Wait, how do I get rid of this now? Alright. Anyway, so I am a psyker tank. Let me see. Whenever the warriors attack, they gain. Okay. I didn't comment. Okay. I'm trying to look. There it is. So I got invigorate so that way I could get regeneration. Basically, after that, I mean, that's actually like the whole thing. I got charge. I got invigorate. And then I will have this here, regeneration. Because I'm going to be a big old tank. Now I guess, so they have force. They have force swords, but I mean, I always kind of like the idea of having a thunder hammer. You know? Thunder hammer. Tangles of improvised bridges constructed from beams and flung stretching ever higher, not unlike a web. The top is growing as if it were a living organism. Okay. Go down. Oh, one thing is actually that this. I'm gonna take a look at this. So, this is 8 plus my willpower bonus. So I guess the big thing for me now, fatigued. How do I gain fatigued? It's because I jumped or something? Am I stuck with suspicious rash? Let me look it up. In the game, Warhammer 40K, Rogue Trader. How do I get rid of suspicious rash?
To get rid of the suspicious rash in Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, just talk to Jocasta on your ship's bridge.
I did not realize that that was the thing. Okay. Here's a good one. I want to make sure that I didn't miss any loot. So right now my character has a staff and a mace and a chainsword, so the undying one is death, the undying one is duty. Bows his head reverently. Is that the same thing? Yeah.
None shall stand in my way.
None shall stand.
They say a little bit of humility never hurts anyone. I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
Wow, this is actually getting a little bit irritated here with the way that the camera's working right now. Nothing good. Okay. To honor the Temple of Death with a visit, we are ready to serve. Great to hear that you guys are ready to serve. Would you rather itch for one day? Hello. Now wait a minute. You've asked me these questions before. And that's all right. You should check out so I'm launching a new show. It's called the Midweek Hump. It's going to be on Wednesdays, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that you asked me that before. Great to have you here, though. Oh, maybe somebody else then just asked me that. But hey, great to have you as a follower. Sorry, Nathan returns. I guess that the getting itched for a day wouldn't be as bad as getting tickled for an hour, actually. Thank you for being here. I was gonna say though, so if you like that kind of humor, we're gonna do it's called the Hump Day stream. I'm trying to figure out the exact name. But it's gonna be Wednesdays, and we're gonna be talking about movies and video games, and it's gonna be an interview style thing where I'm gonna have some guests, and it's gonna kind of, if you've ever watched Matan Evan, where we're gonna I'm gonna ask kind of trolling questions. We'll have a real discussion, but it'll all be kind of like backhanded insults and things like that. Yeah. The test calls bed. The bones of their deceased comrades are their bedding. What the heck? That is a little creepy. Imagine all your friends die, or your friend dies, so they take his bones. Oh, I don't know. Well, no. It probably was. Maybe it was somebody else, or I don't know. I don't remember. What's up here?
What in the world? I rise to the occasion.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, what's this? We've got the Bloody Pact. This knife grows a wither special. I think worst itch would be middle of my back, and most ticklish is my feet. Yeah, sure. Spinner's blade. Ooh, I'm keeping all of that. Now let me see. I've got a... I've got 2 spinner's blades. What is blood? Show me Crimson Rage. Someone tickled my feet for 1 hour. I think I'd actually go insane. Well, I knew a guy, he broke up with his girlfriend because she tickled him.
It's about time.
And she kept doing it, and then he was like, seriously, I don't like that. Yeah, and he was like, I don't like that. And she, didn't take that very seriously, and that was, not a... I'm telling you, I mean, he was a little crazy. He exaggerated. It's like, but the thing that is that he said that being tickled was like, this is what he said. He said being tickled was like rape without the penetration. His girlfriend would keep tickling him. So he broke up with her, and she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, we're done. I don't like being tickled. Stop tickling me. No, seriously, my friend did that. Oh, Lord. Just a second. I'm looking. Anyway, tell us about your most... Yeah, but seriously, if you hate it, it's unbearable, and if you don't stop, that's bad. Yeah, I think that maybe explaining it better than he did, though, would have been quite... I think would have been is important rather than having just not done that anymore. I'm having a problem right now. Just a second. I'm missing something. That's what I'm missing. Just a second. Wait, no. No. What the heck is this? Sorry. My Twitch, I'm looking over here at Twitch. So I've got Twitch, the game, and then my OBS right here. Yeah, he didn't have to break. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was looking for a way out or whatever you would say. So where is... Okay, there we go. Now I got it fixed. All right. Yeah. So his girlfriend was there, and they were going out for a minute, for a little while, and she would tickle him every once in a while, and he said, hey, like, don't do that. And then she did it to him one time, you know, without him having really emphasized how important it was to him. And then he was like, okay, I'm breaking up with you. And she's like, what the heck? And he's like, yeah, tickling is like rape without the penetration. It's like, well, I mean, you could have, I think he could have been a little bit more fair to his girlfriend. Oh, Lord. You had a bad experience with tickling? Oh, some really bad experiences. Okay, let's see. Part of the cult's service to the Undying One involves turning the corpses of the departed into sacred altars for the blood. Anointing congregation to pray. Okay. Okay. We got anything up here? Ooh, what's that? Underneath the ancient relic is a stone plaque with the inscription, if you value life above duty, you're not worthy of life. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Whenever the wearer makes a melee attack, they regain 1+ wound. Yes, this is what we need.
None shall stand in my
Yeah, growing up I got tickled loads by my older brother and dad, and they were evil. Oh. Funny memories, but still seriously cruel. Really? Okay. Why am I not seeing? Because you're on Twitch. I am having a problem with my chat. I gotta reload. My chat froze. I see you over here, but not over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see. I mean, like, I wouldn't divorce my wife over it, you know.
excellence matters.
Alright. Okay, let's see. Here we are. This is the guy. Vizier of the blood-spun web. A frail man, gray-bearded, tinged with blood, folds his wrinkled hands in a ritual gesture. His body is covered in scars, some old, some fresh. His eyes are sewn tightly shut. My God, that's... His mouth is cleft at both corners, making his jaw seem eerily snake-like. And the Lord of the Ark walked the paths of unlife. In his footsteps, in the footsteps of the web's very first spinner, and the servants of death bowed before him, for the Daemon is the giver of life. Alright, have you played this game before, by the way? Did you notice that guy? Who does he look like? It's my character. Good old psyker tank. Now, the old man goes still. His head turns to the side. He nods toward the temple's muffled silence. Yes, yes. Truth, like a stream, pours from your lips. We welcome him as the tenets demand. Your hues are almost as pale as the gray of your beard, but what is this? Cassia flinches and takes a shuddering breath. Scarlet whirlwind shines through the faded colors. Oh my God. AI viewers, get the hell out of here. I hate that I have to go in and then go like report. Let me see. Viewership and your selling views, and we don't need any of that over here. Boom, baby. Selling views, and you're blocked. Alright, cool. Gentlemanly cocal something. Alright. A servant of death who sees beyond the threshold. A spider who spins a cocoon at the end of his thread. Idra shakes her head and clutches her temples. Sorry about that. I just came over me. I didn't say anything too weird, did I? Alright, let's see. A thin blade appears in the old man's trembling hands. Although his arms are stiff and look like they can barely bend, in the next instant the dynasty symbol is etched on his forehead, dripping blood. With a brief motion, he flicks the blood off his blade and several drops land on your face. The blood I'd be pissed off with that. I'd be like, why the hell did you just spray blood on my face, you jackass? The blood spun web welcomes its new lord. I am the Vizier. For many years we have waited, and now you are here. We have waited. Whispers echo his words from the shadows. Why is it you invited me here? Death whispered your name and commanded us to honor you with a sacred ritual, but only inside the temple can the spinners perform it. The Vizier suddenly distracted by someone invisible and nods toward empty space. Yes, we are glad he has reached this place. We are glad to serve. Alright. What do you mean? You've waited for many years. It was not so long ago I made my acquaintance with the cult. Vizier, some sort of title? So you just walked my companions in here the normal way while I was forced to take the jump? Yeah, because I had to jump down an air conditioning shaft with a giant fan blade. How did you manage to erect this entire temple in the middle of the ship? Okay, let's go. As I delve into my divinations from the flesh and blood of the departed ones, I turn to a relic most ancient and priceless. It is his tarot, inherited by the cult from the matriarch spider who spun the first thread. One of the readings I did back when I still had the strength to leave the temple and usher souls to their final journey. That was when, in the intricate tangle of destiny, I glimpsed our meeting. But when we would meet, alas, was not revealed to me, so we waited year after year, and now the hour has come. Alright. And just disturbance around the Vizier. Is similar to the one that appears around Cabela, but stronger. He is not a psyker, or else he is such a powerful one that he can conceal his gift. However, his psychic potential is definitely higher than that of an average mortal. There are people like that in the Imperium, undiscovered by inquisitorial hunters. They live out their lives as individuals with a reputation for having strange things happen to them on occasion. Perhaps this decrepit old man is indeed capable of gleaning something from the Emperor's tarot that just painted pictures. Alright, is the name we give the first spinner. One who has learnt the wisdom of the tenets of the web in order to lead others. I may have a duty to instruct the spin bloody threads, but in all other ways I am as much his servant and yours as anyone else in this temple. Yeah, so I want to know this. How are my companions here normally, and I had to jump down this thing? This is my question. Spinners guided them along a different trail. You had to take the step, for only you were meant to become the flagship's blood domain. There was no reason to test the faith of those who follow you, for this burden was for their lord to bear. How did you erect this place in the middle of a ship? Followers of the cult once inhabited the tunnels between the base bulkheads, till the threads of fate were tangled, and a domain of ages past gave us this compartment. We set ourselves to build the spacious hallways where the shadows, the images of him, and the spinners themselves would whisper of death. And thus the temple that you see began to change by the succession of viziers and the cult's generations. We are building it still, slowly but surely. I expected great respect for one who eagerly anticipated a meeting with their world trainer. Nope. Struggles to suppress the tremors in his body. The vizier's bows as low as the hunchback allows. Forgive us our poor manners. Our intentions was not to insult you. You are the first visitor from the upper decks we have had in many years. and the customs of long-time servants of death are somewhat different. But rest assured, there are no disrespect in them. Okay. I've walked the path of the matriarch spider. What now? The song of trailing blood tells of a path fraught with trials. By accepting it and setting out on that path, you passed the first one, the trial of resolve. For not everyone is prepared to shun their fear and doubt and embark on a search for the unknown, a search for death. A trial of compassion was the second one. The trial of compassion was the second one. You passed it when you put yourself, albeit briefly, in the service of another soul, a man suffering from burns. For the choice between life and death is to be made only by those willing to take responsibility for the pain of another. Okay. Third was the trial of justice. In assuming the role of judge for an apostate of our faith, you declared your right to influence the balance of life and death that errant soul had upset. And the fourth was the trial of duty. Your duty always leads to death. For duty always leads to death. We're prepared to render our duty to the undying one, fearless and accepting of our purpose, which is to serve him. You too have proven yourself prepared, and the four trials have brought you here. Okay. Monsieur paused his head guiltily. Such are the tenets of the web. They are all we have ever known, and the only life we have learned to live. The path you walked was a gift from the undying one, and so we say, excuse me, that was how we were to honor you. Your sewn shut eyes seem to peer into your face, studying it. Then he turns away and speaks into an empty space again. Peace, my brother. The time has almost come. Who are you talking to all the time? The vizier turns his head as if looking around the temple. Is that too loud? I'm sitting here realizing that it may be. 1 second. I haven't gotten any complaints, but let's check it out. Alright, I'm realizing that doing that with my cup is bothering you guys, or at least it seems to be to me, so I will stop doing that. Alright. He turns his eyes as if looking around the temple. I see echoes of those who have come before us, and those who were with us, but have since crossed over to the other side. My brothers and sisters raised by the cult. I hear them from beyond their deaths. They share their wisdom. I heed them. The other spinners, they hear not, for that burden is mine to bear. Your eyes are sewn shut. No. I was sighted for much of my life, until a disciple of mine violated the tenets and I realized just how blind I had been. A lesson, but a bitter one. Man, this is really loud for me, so I'm just gonna turn the volume down a little. To look with one's eyes alone is to be easily fooled. But the heart cannot be lied to. Such is the truth, and such was my choice. I sealed my eyelids with a gaze of true sight. Now I see more and better. What is gaze? G-E-A-S? Magical obligation, binding command, or taboo. From Irish mythology of true A guise of true sight. Okay. That's fine. Conversation is another test, I imagine. A smile graces the vizier's bluish lips. The tenants command us to be prepared for all trials, corporeal and spiritual alike. Are you prepared, Dummin Michael? His mouth closes, but you can still hear his whisper. A prickling sensation in your face is making you increasingly anxious. Here's a hand to your cheek, only to realize you can't feel it. Look at your palm, and for a few smudged drops of blood from the vizier's blade, and see a few smudged drops of blood from the vizier's blade. All right, what are you doing here? A strange, serene calm envelops your body. Your fatigue subsides and you seem to float in the air, seeing things you had not noticed before. The shadows in the corners taking on shape and color. The subdued lumen light playing on the cultist bone masks. Are they really masks? They're tall, lean, empty-eyed wearers. Might as well be dead people. A chill runs down your spine. Your heart is beating slowly, your breathing has become deeper, and your thoughts are muddled. You seem to be under the influence of a potent stimulant. One moment the walls of death's sanctum grew infinitely wide, the next they are so narrow as to make it hard to breathe. The floor dances under your feet, and the undying emperor's statue seems to shake his head threateningly as it looks down upon you. You poisoned me somehow, did you not? And Vizier nods meekly. My blood is infused with a concoction taken by those who follow the thread. It is sacred and harmless to us, but it befogs and afflicts. And yet, Dummin Michael, you have grasped that the mind may fail the body and the senses. This was the trial of spiritual acumen. You have passed it. What happens now? It's for you to tell me. You look at the Vizier, and his trembling frame seems small and insignificant. A single step is all it would take to crush him. But the visions are starting to wear off, and now the old man towers over you. The keen gaze of his sealed eyes is studying your every movement, waiting for a response. Well, first give me the antidote. There is none, but it will ease its effects and quicken dissipation. 3 long, thick needles appear in the vizier's hands. A moment later, they are inside your body. 1 in your neck, 1 in your shoulder, and 1 between your ribs. You feel no pain or discomfort. On the contrary, your mind feels clearer and your muscles regain their function. The vizier then carefully removes the needles. Now you'll feel better. Okay. Vizier ponders her words for a long time, whispers something to the empty space behind his shoulder, then shakes his twitching head. Our thread is repellent to you, Dummin Michael. You proved it by walking the Matrix path in your own way. It is your right, and we respect your choice. However, only one who accepts the essence of death may become its servant. You accept your own essence, and we dare not burden you with our dogma. Okay. For years, we have maintained fealty to the Domini. We have collected sacred symbols and relics. You are the first in 3 generations of lords and ladies to descend into the sanctum. We are grateful. We are uplifted in spirit. Hear our exaltation and accept this gift of a vestment sewn from the bones of his faithful with the threads of death. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Extra property, plus 2 wounds. Okay, cool. That which was foretold has come to pass. The ritual of descent is complete. Now the temple's guest of honor and rest a while. Now be the... Yeah, there you go. Be the temple's guest of honor. Okay, cool.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Alright, we just got a bunch of experience points. How does that look? So I'll be honest with you. Taking a look at what I currently have. I actually like this for a tank build because I get 2 extra wounds and 10% dodge if I'm not in cover. Alright, so I think I actually want to do this one. And then let's talk about this. So I've got this laser gun that I gave her just because. But I don't think I want... So I've got a knife. Show me this. Let's see. Oh, I want it the other way. Yeah. That's how I want it. Okay. Cool. Now, see, he's got 8 to 13. MAARs pattern sword. The amount of collision damage. So this one can knock people back, right? Additional targets now, because this is going to be relic. Relished anguish. Okay. Cool. I'm just trying to figure out if I want her to have anything else. See. Got brutal strike. I think we've got it the way we want it. Yeah. You need more agility, though, that's for sure. Alright. That's better. Didn't even realize that. This lady, though, screw her. She can regenerate health so good. Oh, she just has a bunch of these. That's what it is. Okay. Is there anything else? Nope, that was the whole story. Okay. Oh, there you go. You are the shield, you are the shadow, you are the blade, so be them. Have you stopped killing people? Prohibition imposed by the Lord of the Ark, against which we are powerless. To serve with honor is the rule of the web. Commands as follows. Spinner must be prepared for any test of their faith. It is difficult, but faithful we stay. Yeah. So, many are blind, even with their eyes wide open. Thus spoke the matriarch Spider. People look at things without seeing their essence, which makes them easy to beguile or frighten. We adorn the tunnels with the bones of the righteous, that they may guard our faithful against corrupt deeds and thoughts. We use the blood of the unholy ones for divination, so we may see dangers. The blood of martyrs is our wine, for their suffering makes us stronger. People are afraid, but only because they see death as the end. Death, however, is the beginning. It is life and duty and oblivion. Death has many facets. That is its essence. That is its beauty. Okay. Every thread ends in death. The visitor falls silent, as though those words explained everything. Then he nods toward empty space. Yes, I see he is still full of questions. Let us give him answers about our ways, my brothers and sisters. What is your supreme commandment? To give and receive death, and to fear no twist or turn of fate. One who is afraid of death is already dead in their soul, waiting for the end, afraid to accept the inevitable. A life of fear is disgraceful. The true service is in dedicating oneself to death with no regrets. What do your tenets say about human weakness? Weaknesses. The smallest stain of rot is enough to ruin the most beautiful woven pattern. Weakness is a gateway to the soul. One we hold open for new failings. It is born of desire. Kill your desires, and your weakness will die along with them. Okay. I cannot share the full wealth of my knowledge, for it has taken me a lifetime to learn, but I can share the foremost lessons with you. Be guided by reason, not fury, when you fight, and seek no pleasure in killing. That is how you will win. Okay, cool. Let's see. Crimson torrent flows from the statue's hand, a symbol of the countless deaths offered up in his name. I mean, is that it then? So we talked to him.
It's about time.
The spinner, his face covered in carved, bleeding glyphs, makes a respectful gesture of invitation. Let me show you the way, Doman. The way to what? The path to where the lay people dwells complex web-like. Let me show you. Take me to the enforcer in charge of the Frightline hub. I have business with him. Let's do it. All right. Let's do this thing. Here we go. to listen to for my kids. Oh no, I'm not done yet. I want to go here.
Victory awaits!
Well, you know what? I guess it would have been cool to come here and see if he had anything else to say. Hello there. Oh man, that was a waste of time. How do I get here? I never noticed that before. Okay.
None shall stand in my way.
So it's all cool and all, but I really want to get whatever is over there. How? So I know that we've got got this guy. Got the foreman we already talked to. That's it. Now, wait a second. Actually, as I'm sitting here looking at this. Kind of looks like that guy, doesn't it? What the heck is going on over here?
For me.
Okay. See, it says that I can set up vertical. How do I do it? Let's do it. Let's see. How do I do it? Oh, it's actually in. Huh. Okay. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff I have to do with OBS, so I'm not worried about that right now. Let's talk to this guy. Captain Frenzo has acquired a few wounds since your last conversation. Half of his ear is gone, and you notice he's wearing bloodied bandages under his uniform. Seeing he quickly injects us with the stimulant strands of "How can I serve you, Lord Captain?" Are you in a shootout? Raid on local gang. All the scoundrels who were smuggling goods to neighboring compartments. No one escaped. The compartment has just enough food to avoid starvation, Lord Captain. This is why the enforcers are making sure that no serf has more cards than they're supposed to. Ah, man. Okay. Just rip out people's tongues for it. But I had reduced the punishment to simply beating the thieves and confiscating all their cards. The orders to give these cards to workers who are starving due to the lack of work shifts. Not that it helps them much, but it's better than nothing. Other enforcers guilty of misappropriating the confiscated items? Yes. Do those caught stealing receive severe punishment? Absolutely. I was attacked. Who dared? How did the wretches from the lower decks get their hands on a crate of autoguns? You went to the pestilence pit? To the pestilence pit. Starts off in distance as he speaks. Pardon me, Lord Captain, I just can't even begin to find the words I would use if I had to tell the Master at Arms that you had perished. Excuse me there. This temple weirdly. Enforcers do regular checks to see if there are any dangerous blood. Rejects hiding at the bottom of the bay. I implore you, Lord Captain, leave that job to us. Leave this job to us. Auto guns. Purple spots appear on his face. Warp, take me. They couldn't have bypassed security. A munitions train and walked away with the cargo without help from someone in the enforcers. I executed one reprobate who was trafficking the weapons not too long ago. But even that moron wasn't so greedy and stupid as to arm the rabble with autoguns. So there is another who dishonors the enforcer's uniform. I will find that maggot and shove their heads under a passing train. Foreman believes it has to be with this Nemesite. The foreman wouldn't believe the kinds of things of thugs he welcomes to his vat. I agree that sympathizers of Nemesites are anarchic cause may be involved in this outrage, but I don't trust that foreman character. He knows everyone in the bay, he sees everything, but he never informs on one of his own. He only complains about problems I'm already well aware of. thieves. I just had an enforcer hanged for dealing with a local gang. I had hoped that the lesson had been learned. Frenzo winces as if from pain. Now the Emperor, Lord Captain, why must you be so unconcerned with your own safety? It's our duty to find and shoot lawless scum. Throne, you are going to become the best enforcer in the bay at this rate. Okay. There was a weary eyebrow. Will there be any orders based on the inspection's conclusions? The source of all this compartment's woes and hunger and poverty, which are driving those people to commit petty crimes. I am sure you would have done something by now. There are certain rules you have to follow that are simply too limiting, isn't that right? Only harsh measures will bring order to this bay. Establish an execution quota, strip all corrupt enforcers of their rank, and burn away all crime. Any idlers are to be given a job, and if they cannot do anything useful, servitorize them. Organize mandatory sermons, and spread the word of faith. Workers are to be provided with everything they need to service the freight line properly. Food and medicine will be delivered to the bay, and you are to demote any enforcer found to be abusing their authority to the status to the workers. Boom, baby. Integrity is increased by +10. The plating of all sectors of the flagship is increased by 1. The freight line workers study to the best of their ability, applying newly attained knowledge for the betterment of the ship. Thanks to their efforts, logistical operations with the engineering bays have become more efficient, which has opened up new opportunities for fortifying the ship's hull. Okay. Oh, 3 days. Impart, your orders have been carried out. The compartment is already operating according to the new procedure. Excellent. The longer you stare at the mark, the quieter the sounds of the station become. The shadows grow longer and seem to stretch. Direction of the adjacent section. Oh, now we'll go talk to the guy. Wait, where am I? Wait. I'm kind of disoriented here. Ah, there we go.
Follow my lead.
Okay. Oh, okay, I understand. I noticed this before, but okay, so this what? This one lowers it? Okay. Aha!
I won't tolerate weakness.
Baby. Oh, wait. Do the thing. Oh, no. Okay. I thought it was going to be that I had to lift it up. Up we go. Someone who has sketched a hasty portrait of a worker with a red scarf over his face. The artwork still reeks of chemical pigment. Judging by the layers of flaked off paint, it has been removed several times already. Who are you? No, shh, don't make noise. They shot everyone. Please don't tell them. Ooh, what is this? Power pick. Ooh, I like this. Extra attack, which increases the armor. Wait, no. Alright, so you're saying that if I take this so to be honest with you, this actually is how it should be. I was looking at this, sitting here thinking to myself, I would really like to find a place for you, but there's just really not anything better right now than this power pick. And the Unquenchable Fury. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's see. I have no idea what this means. Darius? Is that from the... Oh. Okay, whatever. It's a bit goofy. Anyway, so I'm trying to see, we need to get her, because this is what I was saying, because this has a thing, dual weapon combat talent. Let me see. Could I learn... dual weapon combat or whatever? Parry dual weapon combat. The character can attack the second weapon in their current weapon set. In addition to using time around, this attack suffers a minus penalty to the weapon skill. This is skill at a cost of +1 AP more. Okay, cool. And then if I go over here though, and I look at, this is what I wanted to see. Where is it? Where is the one freaking? Here it is. It's affected by the gameplay. All the cells are affected whenever a creature interacts. Such cell. The entire account. Okay. Well.
It's about time.
All right. Within an inch of their lives are returning storm power panels, wires. Okay. Let's go see the foreman. Oh no, wait, I went the wrong way. Go here. All right, come on. All right. Here we go. Much better. We appreciate your care. We have half as many hungry and sick these days. May the Emperor bless you with the mercy you've shown us. Bless you for the mercy you've shown us. Okay. Is there supposed to be something that happens with this
Victory awaits!
Nemesite guy? Okay, they're all happy. Everybody's good. What about this crazy lady? Okay. Let's go up. Okay. I was kind of expecting there to be a
won't tolerate weakness.
Thing. I guess not. Wait, what's this? Anything more than the baton? Okay. Okay. All right.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Here you go, the captain. Okay, it's a figure of local legend known as Nemesis, protector of the poor and oppressed. Ever since I was a child, desperate people have been drawing his portrait on the walls, hoping to summon a defender to punish those who wronged them. I've had 13 or so fools calling themselves Nemesis. Over the past 5 years, we disburdened ourselves of them just to be sure. Turns out this compartment is interesting. Not much can be expected from simple-minded serfs. Is that it? Am I about to leave and not ever get any resolution to this Nemesis thing? Let me see. Alright, without spoiling it, I guess that... Without having it spoiled, I guess it's something I'm supposed to get later.
A new challenge for me?
Alright, is there anything else? Void Ship Bridge. Does Abelard have anything else to say?
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
So typically I would expect that every time I go and do something, these people have a bunch of a bunch of things to say. I'm actually happy that they don't.
You wish to discuss this? You can see for yourself. You honor me by taking me at my word. It is not difficult to speak the truth.
And you got that straight. Seriously. I'm gonna have to... Oh, cool. The mask of nonchalance on Sarback's face. Helplessly with one hand, already pushing the tip of a long glass syringe into the center of the growing rash on the other. A cramp runs through your body, and a cold sweat breaks out of your temples, but the itching subsides. We're protected. Void leprosy is a terrible disease that has affected several of the lower decks in recent years. Our chirurgeons, I don't know of a remedy that prevents its development in the early stage of infection, but its treatment is delayed. But if treatment is delayed, the patient's fate is not pretty. And it began to affect Bay LDA 14, and why wasn't I informed about it? Immediately. I don't know. These are kind of big to punish me for the... But things could have turned out quite differently. The first thing I shall visit the temple and submit a proper punishment of the flesh in a spiked scourge before his countenance. Okay. What did you just say? Let's see what AI says. Should I tell Costa Sourback about the guards taking a bath with me?
If you tell Jocasta Sourback, she will punish the guards for leaving their post.
Uh-oh. What is this? Interesting. Okay. Alright. See, so it's like a good thing that I don't have a bunch of wasteful, dialogue. But at the same time, I don't want to, leave it to chance and have no information. I live to serve. Okay, good. Cassia.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
What does your special sight reveal?
Bella is bathed in crimson as bright as fresh blood, and its sight is all the more striking in the embrace of impenetrable darkness. And yet, there is no malice in these heavy shadows. They are impartial, morose, uncompromising, and ever consuming what weak flashes of other colors there may appear.
Alright, let's talk about us.
Right here? Are you sure? Of course. Let us turn from personal matters to more pressing concerns. I have enjoyed
talking to you. Okay, good. Sorry. Alright, what do we got? Argenta. Nothing. Nothing from Argenta. I got the radiant dialogue from... what's her face? I don't think there's any other stuff I need to worry about right now. Let's... Oh, what just happened? Got it. Primitive sword. Veil render. Force sword. Alright. Alright, so we got chapter 1. So now, in what order should we do... In Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, in what order should we do the first 3 chapters?
You must play the first 3 chapters in Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader in order, as the game moves between them automatically. However, within the first and second chapters, you do have some freedom in choosing sublocations and planets.
Okay. So, recommended order for sublocations. Urak, already did that one. This is the Rykad Menorah spaceport. And then explore the local monastery. And then go to the prison planet. Do this last. Okay. It's saying that I should go to the prison place last. So I guess we'll go there. Am I sleeping? This is exactly what is happening. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you have been using to drop yet another order falls from your hand. Whoa! Start with a start. What in the heck is going on here? Someone else is here in your study. You stand up and stare at a dozen. At the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge and those you met in previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Conrad Voitiver's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. I did not wish for any of you to die. Okay. Deaf to your words, creeping ever closer with the inevitability of death itself. You belatedly realize that your trembling hand has found the shard. Throwing it cuts into your palm. What is this? An unbearably bright light floods everything around. You find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon. Skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design, and an unusual hilt adorned with an image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen, accept your fate, champion. Never. Just obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. Well, that's not right. You awaken from the vision, kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the images of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut on your palm and the bloodied shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach for a shaking hand for your Vox and call for Servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Interesting. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. What happens with the Blade Shard?
In Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, the Blade Shard is a mysterious item from Act 1. It's part of a quest called the Call of the Edge, and is only available if you choose the heretical path.
What do I get? Okay. I mean, apparently I can get a weapon for it, but weapon if I keep it. But I mean, I'm not interested in that, so I'm. Wait, what? Did I mess up? Just a second. I do not want to miss out. I do not want to miss out on I don't want to miss out on
Stand in my way.
on being able to take a bath with the guards there. She didn't have anything for me. Okay, cool. Oh, maybe it doesn't matter. So I wonder what happened with the guards, though, because they're just not there anymore. So, I looked this up a second ago. Okay. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. What should I do with the shard of the blade?
You should only keep the blade shard if you plan a heretical playthrough, as it starts the secret quest, the Call of the Edge.
Here, this is what I wanted to look at. Okay, so become a zealot of chaos. Okay, so here we go. This is my question. Sort of go. Must consistently select. Okay, here we go. The quest will be initiated when the blade shard is acquired by the at the end of the prologue by the rite of blood. You can find the shard near Theodora's corpse and obtain it by picking it up. Without the shard, you cannot start the Call to the Edge quest. After you have acquired the blade shard, your void ship begins approaching the Riken MAARs. Start of Act 1. And the quest will trigger automatically. You will witness a vision, a ghost, whatever. Your actions are responsive to the ghost of vision. Will follow the blade shard, which transforms into a magnificent sword that is accompanied by a voice urging you to become a champion of chaos. As the vision ends, you will be faced with a critical choice. Get dogmatic. Get rid of the shard. Okay, well, when I see the dozens of ghosts come to me, which is the iconoclast way of doing it? This is what Google says. You should choose the dogmatic option. This is my question. If you miss the prompt or handed the shard differently, okay, you can still get rid of it. Okay, well. Yeah, it says that I did the thing that I should have done, so that's what I'm going to do again. Sorry about that. I thought I had lost the bath people. Apparently, the bath people aren't there anyway, so... Throw the demon blade away. Never! I have no desire to do anything with the demon blade. Alright. Hello there. What's going on, Abelard?
Lord Captain. Lord
Man. Okay. Doesn't look like I have anything going on. Okay, let's go. All right, let's begin our scan. Wait, stop. Is there anything else? I didn't find anything to... Alright, I guess. Let's do this. What the heck is happening here? Well, hello there. The din of ordnance and the smell of explosives tickles your nostrils. It is difficult to tell smoke who is firing at whom. Halt! Weapons on the ground, or I'm firing! A man in a torn and dirty uniform howls toward you behind the chunks of a rockcrete and crumpled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads Sergeant Malgar. Alright. So our skies are in lockdown. The rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happen to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it? And on a shuttle like that, where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? Really awed by the resplendent gold of your transport. Grab 'em, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. By the Holy Throne, what is this mess? They're in a rough spot. You must be mistaken. I'm Rogue Traeger of House of Valencius. He was more and more pale with every word you say. As soon as you are done speaking, he falls to his knees. My mistake, your lordship. Didn't recognize you, sir. Please pardon my blunder. It's a bloodbath in here. Whoa! A frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With a rasping cough, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Lass Malgar reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? Some dirty dog nearly shot down my shuttle. What's going on here? Unrest, sir. Armed rebellion about the capital and the provinces. First the lower levels sparked, then it went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations. I felt like tore off his mask, precisely because he knew about the trouble. He knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. You may continue your report, peasant. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priest linked to satellites reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Reich and Majoris. The governor took precautionary measures in order to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden details. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. They're crushing us, the scumbags. It's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements came in. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out of here any minute. In Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, can you go to Riken Minoris earlier and not have the crushing us thing?
No, you can't go to Rykad Minoris, sometimes called Riken Minoris, early in the game. The initial fights there are designed to be a challenge, acting as a difficulty barrier in the early stages.
What? Wait, but see, it says that I arrived late. Okay. I hear the, like, example. I hear the orders change how things work. Like, example, if you visit the prison planet last, the guy you arrested is dead. And save, that will actually show up in Act 2. In Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, should I go to Urak Station first, Riker Minoris, or the prison planet?
In the first act of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, you should visit the Navigator Station Urak V first, then go to the prison planet Rykadi Philia, and finally the main planet Rykad Minoris.
Really? Oh, I thought I had to go somewhere else. I thought it was the other way. Oh, see, that's what I was saying. Okay, okay. Alright. Alright, my bad. My bad. We're gonna go here. Scan. I thought it was the other way. We're gonna play just for a few more minutes here, guys. I'm actually starting to get a little not feeling well feeling. Ooh. Omniscope.
Follow my lead. Something of interest.
What did I find of interest? Ooh. Escort, please come in. A pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's Teeth? I thought you'd never come. And once the woman stands at attention, Captain Raquel Vicari, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of the shuttle. In honor of greeting his lordship von Valencius. On Riken Philia is a penal colony. His work in the mines and domed quarries, they mine sulfur, ceramic dust, and sand, which is then melted down or other nondescript place. So it was prior to the current events. What happened? Alright, sadly, it is being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anathagon Casteglia. He has allied himself with the rabble that he himself was supposed to watch. Oh, man. Independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. Okay. Came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Yvain Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. Okay. Young Lord Winterscale. Haven't been able to contact them over Vox for a very long time. Okay, so this guy's gone. Which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Yvain Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Urek 5 on behalf of his father, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. The great regent would not have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means whatever happened in this terrible, malodorous place, we must aid this man of noble blood. Yes, she writes so. No one inspected this Master Castiglia. He's a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal of Lord Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Raikadi Philia it was now his personal domain, that the prisoners were subjects, and that he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. Well, sounds like it. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel. What kind of madman would start to revolt on a barren rock? Why did they parley? This person matter. Master Castiglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Yvain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. Just want to skip my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. Young Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Cassia frowns in confusion. Theobald executed his wife and only son on the mere suspicion of treason against House Orselio. So why did the noble Yvain rush to save someone who had betrayed his house? Do bonds of friendship give one the right to make inexcusable mistakes? Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, then it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order than yours and mine. There is nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. For asking his your lordship, if I may take a minute of your time, I would never have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation in any case. Have you been to the capital of Reichenn Minoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jaspar. We are engaged, your lordship. Thank you for your time, your lordship. Alright, is there anything good in here? Nope. See how much nicer mine is than his? Like, wow.
Victory awaits!
The Emperor favors me today.
Dust on every surface. Alright, guys. I actually think this is a good place to stop. I'm liking... So basically, I'm liking... Excuse me. I'm liking her, So what if I gave you, but I can't do that. That's not right. Okay. I like Abelard. I want to replace her. I basically want to be 2 tanks. Wait, what are you doing? Formation. So I want it to be my 2 tanks up front. Her in the middle. Is that right? Yeah. And these guys over here. I guess I'll put her there. Is that right? I don't know. It always feels wrong to me. So she's okay. But it's just weird for me because I already have a Psyker. And I already have Cassia. Cassia is... in my opinion, better than Idira.
Mention that my whispers to
I'm always ready.
How may I serve this?
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
So I like, and then I like Cassia. So I probably, what's going to end up happening is it's going to look like this, and then I'm going to get the, I know there's a Space Marine guy, and he's going to sit here, and then Cassia is going to be in the center. And it'll basically be 2 lines of 3. But Cassia, man, she can heal.
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain?
She's got some of the coolest powers. Let me see, where is it? Five wounds. For every creature killed in between the navigator's turns. She's an amazing tank. So that's gonna be great. No, seriously, I really like her. Half of the bonus granted by not stack with itself. That does not count as having the most benefit. They only gain bonus to their characteristics. So I've got to give enemy void ships over 20. I mean, jumped through Using shallow jump. Okay. I gotta use voice command way more often. Yeah. Excellent. I'll save it. Alright guys, that's what I got. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. All the good stuff, right? I am a small YouTuber, you know. I'm blessed to be able to do YouTube and Twitch and all of that because I'm a veteran and I earned a pension while in the Army, and now that I'm out, I get to do this, but I do not, this does not really make me a whole lot of money, I mean, at all. But I'm okay, but because it doesn't make me a whole lot of money, it means I'm not able to do a lot of the big fantastic things that I want to do. One thing is we do cash giveaways every quarter. If we've made at least $200, I give away 10%. So and then it flips over every quarter. So if I make $100,000 in one quarter, guess what? I'm giving away 10 grand, guys. We're nowhere near that happening yet, but we could be if you guys would give support. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. You can join, see videos early. I've been out of it because my bathroom's flooded in my house. But do all of that great stuff. You can become a subscriber over on Twitch. You can become a patron. Buy some merch. I've got some cool merch, guys. Check this out. If you haven't seen it yet, I wasn't wearing it today because I'm lazy, because my office gets really hot. You can become an Action Pack member. You can become an Action Pack Alpha with the shirt. Got that awesome werewolf there. Mike's After Action reviews on the side. And I just love the way that the MAARs ended up. So that was really cool. So make sure, guys, show some support. Give us, go buy some merch. If you don't just want to give free money, you buy merch, you get some cool stuff as well. You can find all that down below, all right, guys? I do appreciate you all for being here. And I just want to say God bless you all. And have a good night.